So let's begin tonight talking a little bit about process. It's just what you want. A lawyer wants to talk about process. But I want to, don't turn your television sets off. This is actually going to be a little interesting. I want to focus a little bit on what's going to happen in terms of the budget process and how it works, and then any observations that you might want to share with our viewers about how you think the process works or doesn't work, or suggestions that you think we might want to think about in terms of how it might be improved. And let's start with you, Senator Lang. I'm particularly interested in our conference committees being appointed. When are they appointed? When are we likely to see that kind of activity? Tell our viewers about the status.
Well, as of right now, they haven't been appointed. That being said, we have the general idea who's going to be on them. I know I've been asked to be on a couple. I'll probably be on the vets, the Veterans and Military Affairs Committee. Other than that, there's nothing set in stone. Did you want?
So from a timing standpoint, then, so where are we at in the process, and when would we likely see?
You passed all the bills off the floor.
Yeah. Okay. I see.
Right.
Looking at
Right. And when would we likely get to the conference?
Yeah. As far as process goes, we've gone through that. We've gone through all of our committee structures. We put our omnibus together. We put the omnibus together with the omnibus and the vets and the jobs and put everything to the floor. So at this point in time, we've got everything except taxes and bonding off the floor.
They have all the budget bills off the floor,
and
now they go to conference. And so I imagine when we get back, you guys will appoint conference committees, and then that process will begin anew. And then it's hurry up and wait at that point.
Pretty much. Yeah.
So your thoughts, Senator Isaacson, about the process?
I will compliment the Republicans in the Senate for getting it done faster than I've ever seen. I'll say that. I will tell you that the downside of that was the committees were limited in terms of our ability to be heard. Many of our bills went unheard, and when we did get to share, it didn't happen. We didn't get a lot of time to talk about some of the bills. And I know that isn't necessarily sour grapes, because to the victor go the spoils, and that's how they want to run their committees, and that's what they did. And so the upside was we got done with a lot of our stuff really fast, and so now we're going to be up in kind of a weird hurry up and wait mode, where we're going to probably be, and you haven't experienced this yet, but we're going to punch in and we're going to bring session, we're going to create a bill, we're going to go into recess, we're going to come back 2 hours later, have another bill, and we'll be sending bills back and forth between the House, as they begin the negotiation process. And I think the real question that Senator Lang's party needs to really figure out is how are they going to manage the difference between where they are, where the House is, and where the governor is, and are they putting bills up that represent their House and their opinion that will most certainly be vetoed, or are they going to try to bring the governor into it and have a decision where they're going to work together?
And I think you're right. The talk is right now that they are going to bring the governor in early and start having those discussions with him.
That's the question, because I don't know that I would agree that the House is on the same page as the Senate Republicans as that goes.
You're probably correct.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there are two legislative bodies, right?
Yeah.
Yep. And they have differing opinions.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do. And if I could just say one more thing about the process, I've been through it twice now, two terms in the House, and now coming into the Senate, and I'm just really. Sometimes I'm amazed by how smart, amazing people are. The staff are, how they just really keep us focused and have the information we need. But then I'm also just amazed that, there are probably 3 or 4 common concepts that all legislators can agree to that absolutely do not get addressed by leadership when either party is involved, that has this kind of perpetual problem of kicking a lot of our problems down the road. And I would pick on them for it if I didn't watch our party do it 4 years ago. So it's like, it's really frustrating to watch that part.
Can you give us an example?
Sure. I mean, let's just talk about health care. We all know health care is going to be a looming crisis. I mean, in 20 years, I guess, it's supposed to eat up almost all of the state budget if left to its own devices. And when we were there, after it had been starved for a while, we actually had a cut score for the beginning part of it in 2013 and 14, and ended up about base. Then in 15 and 16, it was cut, and then it made it at $50 billion over, but it wasn't expanded. And then now we're seeing significant cuts: $300 million in the Senate, $600 million in the House. And the problem is that we're not addressing. It's the boiling pot management theory. So all the stuff coming over the top, we're trying to hit with Band-Aids, but we're not addressing the real problem, and that is how we pay for health care. We have this very cure-based approach, and we should have a prevention-based approach. But the problem is the prevention-based approach requires investments up front, and the Republicans don't want to do it because that grows the HHS budget, whereas we are heels in the ground, will not accept any cuts. So both sides create this environment where a solution can't be found because of where we dig our heels in on both sides. And that's where I really struggle with it, and I think that both parties are kind of to blame for that problem.
So while we've got 50 minutes or so, maybe we can solve that for.
I'm going to knock it out for you guys. I think I feel good about it. I got a lot of
Yes, sir.
caffeine in me, and so